हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, यूट्यूब चैनल सोशो क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम इस वीडियो में बीए सिक्स्थ सेमेस्टर इकोनॉमिक्स के मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं। नेम ऑफ द पेपर इज़ इंडियन इकोनॉमी। यही चैनल पे आपको बाकी सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन इंग्लिश मीडियम और पंजाबी मीडियम में मिल जाएंगे। अगर हिंदी मीडियम में ज़रूरत है तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट करना। और इसके अलावा सिलेबस के वीडियो भी यहीं पे मिल जाएंगे और पंजाबी कंपल्सरी, इलेक्टिव और सोशियोलॉजी के कुछ लेक्चर्स के वीडियो भी आप यहीं पे देख सकते हो। इन क्वेश्चंस को बहुत अच्छे से तैयार कर लेना, इसी में से आपका पेपर आना है। सबसे पहले है शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस। ये इस तरह से हैं। व्हाट इज़ द नीड ऑफ मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस फॉर एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस। नेक्स्ट है नेम द 3 सेक्टर रिलेटिव कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन इन नेशनल इनकम इन डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर एट प्रेजेंट टाइम। And then what is meant by distressed sale of agricultural produce, and then what is meant by plan holiday, and then give 2 examples for sunrise industries, and next why no food security at households level in India, and then what is meant by core inflation, and next what is the mechanism to devolve financial resources from central government to state and union territories in India. And next is name the 2 largest multinational corporations during business in service sector in India. And next is name the body constituted in the place of planning commission in India. And next is what is meant by parallel economy. And then what is meant by multidimensional poverty. And next what is meant by green revolution. And next name 2 states benefited from green revolution in India. And then what is meant by subsistence cultivation. And then name 2 central government public sector undertakings. And next is name 2 largest private sector banks in India. And then mixed economic system proposed in which industrial policy resolution. And next is name 4 major exports from India. And then name the 2 largest multinational corporations in India. And next is name 2 indexes to measure inflation in India. And then what is the major objective and first 5-year plan. And next is name the new organization came into existence in the place of planning commission in India. And then what is meant by organic farming. And next name the 2 central government public sector undertakings. And next is mixed economic system was proposed in which industrial policy resolution. And next is what is meant by GST. Is it direct tax or indirect tax? And then what is the role of finance commission? And next features of Indian agriculture on the eve of independence. And next is what do you understand by land reforms? And next land ceiling. And then problems of private sector in India. And next privatization and problems of IT industry. And next differentiate between direct and indirect taxes. And then import substitution. And then main items of imports of in India. And next mixed economy. And then rationale of planning in India. Why do common people not like inflation? And then explain Indian economy as a mixed economy. And then causes of low productivity in Indian agriculture. And then consolidation of holdings. And next role of public sector in Indian economy. And next liberalization. And then difference between cottage and small scale industries. And next export promotion. And then principles of federal finance. And next give features of MNCs, causes of poverty in India, effects of inflation. And then reasons for consumer protection. And then give importance of agriculture in Indian economy. And then what is a intensive agriculture cultural area program. And then what are the main characteristics of Indian economy. And then what are the main problems of industrial development in India. And next what are the causes of low profitability in the public sector. And next is what is the difference between cottage and small scale industries. And then what is federal finance. And next what is balance of payment. And then what are the trust areas of 12th plan. And next what is consumer protection. And then what is meant by commercialization of agriculture. and then name 2 central government public sector undertakings, and then name 2 largest public sector banks in India, and then what are the 2 reasons for food insecurity in India, and next name 4 major import of by India, and next name 4 large scale industries in India, and next name 2 largest multinational cooperation in service sectors in India. What is meant by wholesale price index, and then what is the major objectives of second 5-year plan, and then name the mechanism for distributing financial resources between center and state in India, and then define agriculture productivity, and next any 2 features of new agricultural strategy, and next what do you mean by indirect taxes, and next any 2 problems of industrial development in India, and then what do you mean by ONGC, and next what do you mean by industrial policy, and next what do you mean by balance of trade, and next define MNC. Next question, open unemployment, and then define absolute poverty, and next consumer education. ये थे शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस। इसके बाद है लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस। हर एक यूनिट में से 2 लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे जिसमें से एक का आपने आंसर देना है। ये क्वेश्चंस इस तरह से हो सकते हैं, इनको बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लेना। इसमें सबसे पहले आपने इंट्रोडक्शन देनी होती है लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन में, और एंड में कंक्लूड ज़रूर करना है, और बाकी जो क्वेश्चन पूछा गया उसको डिटेल में लिखना है। जैसे कि ये फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में इंपॉर्टेंस पूछी गई है तो इंपॉर्टेंस के मेन हेडिंग्स बना के फिर उसकी डिटेल करनी है। उसके बाद जो क्वेश्चन है उसका दूसरा पार्ट है उसको आपने डिटेल में लिखना है। जितने पार्ट में क्वेश्चन होगा उतने में ही आपने आंसर देना है। अगर आप कम देते हो, 2 पार्ट्स में क्वेश्चन है तो आप एक का आंसर दे रहे हो तो उसके मार्क्स भी कम हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें मार्क्स की डिवीज़न की जाती है। हाँ जी, इसमें है सबसे पहले एक्सप्लेन द इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर। डू यू बिलीव दैट इंक्रीज इन प्रोडक्टिविटी इज़ इनफ टू इन्हेंस फार्मर्स इनकम, and next is what are the causes of low productivity in India, in Indian agriculture? Give your argument that an increase in productivity is enough to enhance farmers income, and next critically evaluate the impact of green revolution with special reference to environment in India, and then explain various components of land reforms in India, why land reforms failed in India, and then briefly explain the importance of agriculture in India, and next explain various components of land reforms in India, and next write the main features of Indian economy at the time of independence. And next question, write the main features of Indian economy on the eve of independence. ये क्वेश्चंस के आंसर सेम है, लेकिन इसमें क्वेश्चन मोल्ड करके डाला गया है। इसी तरह से आपके पेपर में भी क्वेश्चन मोल्ड करके आ सकता है। क्वेश्चन इसी में से होंगे लेकिन उसको मोल्ड किया जा सकता है जिस तरह ये किया गया है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है व्हाट इज़ ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन, व्हाट इम्पैक्ट इट हैड ऑन इंडियन इकोनॉमी, एंड नेक्स्ट व्हाट इज़ ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन, डिस्कस इट्स अचीवमेंट्स एंड शॉर्टकमिंग्स, and next what are the main objectives of land reforms, and then discuss their implementation in India, and next what are the main objectives of land reforms, discuss its achievements and shortcomings, and next is explain agriculture productivity in India, suggest measures to increase agriculture productivity in India, and next what is the importance of agriculture sector and problems of agriculture sectors in India, and next critically explain green revolution in India, and then explain features of Indian economy as a planned developing economy, and then evaluate major land reforms in India. यूनिट 2 के क्वेश्चन इस तरह से हैं, what are the advantages of industrial developments in India, and next is what are the problems of small scale industries in India, and then explain the main features of 1956 industrial policy resolution in India, and then what are the advantages and disadvantages of small scale industries in India, and then why are public sector enterprises incurring losses, suggest measures for improvement, and then explain and critically evaluate industrial policy of 1991, and next is explain and evaluate the industrial policy of 1991 along with the recent changes, And next is explain the role and problems of small scale industries in India in the present era of globalization. And next, what are the problems faced by small scale industries in India? Discuss the steps taken by the government to solve them. And then, what are the problems of industrial development in India? Give suggestions to solve them. And then explain the role of private sectors in India. And then, what are the advantages and disadvantages of small scale industries in India? And next is explain the main defects of public sector enterprises in India. यूनिट 3 के लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन इस तरह से हैं. एक्सप्लेन द रोल ऑफ मल्टीनेशनल कॉरपोरेशंस इन इंडिया. गिव योर आर्गूमेंट दैट द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ मल्टीनेशनल कॉरपोरेशंस लीड टू इकोनॉमिक इम्पीरियलिज्म इन इंडिया. And then critically evaluate the role of multinational corporations in India. And then explain the salient features of Indian tax system. And next, explain the main features of Indian taxation system, suggest measures to improve it. And then explain the division of financial resources between center and states in India. What are the reasons for dispute between center and states in sharing financial resources in India? And next is, what are the merits and demerits of multinational corporations in India? And next is, what are the causes of defect in balance of payments, suggest measures for improvement. And what are the main features of India's foreign trade since independence? And next is, give main features of Indian taxation system. What are the main defects of this system? And then explain features of Indian taxation system. What are its defects? इसके आंसर्स दोनों के सेम है. एंड नेक्स्ट इज, व्हाट इज़ मीन्ड बाय बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. And what are the causes of adverse balance of payments? How is it corrected? And next is, what are the reasons for defect in balance of payments in India? Suggest measures to reduce the defect. And then explain the division of financial resources between center and states in India. What are the reasons for dispute between center and states in sharing financial resources in India? And next is, describe the main recommendations of 14th Finance Commission. And next is, explain the recent changes in the composition and direction of India's foreign trade. And यूनिट 4 के लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन इस तरह से हैं. Explain the achievements and failures of 5-year plans in India. And then explain the achievements and failures of Indian planning since 1951. What are the main objectives of Indian planning? Discuss the failures of planning in India. And then explain the objectives of 5-year plans in India. Give your arguments. Are the plans achieved its desired objectives? And then, what are the achievements and failures of economic planning in India? And next is, what is inflation? What are the causes of inflation? Explain the steps taken by the government to control inflation. And then, what is the extent of poverty in India? Discuss the main causes of poverty. And next is, what are the causes of poverty in India? In spite of number of measures taken by the government, why poverty is still existing? And next is, what are the causes of unemployment in India? What steps have been taken by the government in recent years to solve this problem? And then explain the causes of unemployment, suggest measures to solve the problem. And then explain the nature and extent of unemployment in India, suggest measures to eradicate the problem of unemployment from India. And then, what are the causes of educated unemployment in India? Suggest measures to solve the problem. And then explain the objectives of 5-year plans in India. Comment on the achievement of the desired objective. And next is, what are the causes of inflation in India? Suggest measures to reduce inflation. And critically explain strategy of economic planning in India. स्टूडेंट्स, ये थे आपके इकोनॉमिक्स के मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. बाकी सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस यहीं पे आप देख सकते हो. इस वीडियो को हिंदी में और पंजाबी मीडियम में ट्रांसलेट कर दिया जाएगा. अगर आपको हिंदी में ज़रूरत है तो कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट करना, तब हिंदी में कर देंगे. पंजाबी में नेक्स्ट वीडियो इसका जल्द ही आपके सामने होगा. बेस्ट ऑफ लक. थैंक यू सो मच. मिलते हैं हम अपने अगले वीडियो में.